Hey, Elsha Hawk here, and I want to talk about using picture books to get some strategies for writing. And we're going to use Nothing Ever Happens on 90th Street by Roni Shotter. In this story, the author does what all authors do, has a good character in mind that they want to use to tell a story. In this case, it's Eva. And the problem is that Eva has an English assignment. She has to write a story. Wow. So she has been given, by the first character that we meet down here, the sage advice that we've all heard. Write what you know. I'll save my opinions on that. That didn't help her. So she says, Nothing Ever Happens on 90th Street. That's the title. The author chooses to then introduce another character. She's stuck. She can't write what she knows. So let's introduce another character. This character tells her to not neglect the details. So she starts describing this character with lots of details. Great advice. But she's stuck. Okay? Then another character comes, gives her some more advice, and he says, use a lot of adjectives. He says, the poetry is in the pudding. So she describes his pudding because that's his character. Then another character arrives, the morose ballerina. She says, hey, stretch. Use your imagination. If you don't like what you're writing, stretch the truth. And that's great advice. Okay? It's not the focus of this video, though, but great advice. Then another character says, add some action, add some spice, stir things up, make something happen. So lastly, we have a baby and the mom, and she begins thinking about all of this advice and all these characters. She's got all these things stuck in her head, and she thinks, what if? What if? And so the first thing she does is get all these characters together to make something happen. Sometimes you need another character. So here is yet another character who has made something happen. Something happened to this character. Now you have a whole slew of people that you've introduced that all can react in different ways. So I think the first strategy that I got from this picture book was not just the different advice, but to add characters. So one of the things that I do when I get stuck on a scene is throw in another character. If you don't like it, you can cut them out. Just throw in another character. Sometimes a new perspective is exactly what your story needs.